So good morning, everyone. What a Sunday it is. Hello to everyone that's watching and welcome to another great episode of Cuisine. So this morning I thought, what better way to start a Sunday? Hello Inez, hi Inez, hi Ariadna, hi Ali. What a wonderful way to start a Sunday by making Lush, ooey, gooey, sweet potato brownies. Nothing starts the day like chocolate. So let's get ready, shall we? In my bowl, so far, I have prepared the sweet potatoes. So we're going to start with 500 grams, which is roughly over 2 cups of sweet potatoes. So what I did was I shaved them and then I put them in the microwave, but you can put them on hot water, cook them however you want, and you want to get them to be really, really soft. So that's just a bit over 2 cups of sweet potatoes until they're really soft. And then you're going to add them with your dates. Sweet potatoes and dates is such a really nice mixture and a great way to get sweetness into baking if you don't want to use refined sugar. So we need 12 dates, pitted and chopped, and then you're going to add the chopped pitted dates into the sweet potato mix. And if you have a food processor, a blender or a Ninja or a Magimix or whatever you want to use, then you're going to put the sweet potato mixture in with the pitted dates. You can chop the dates a bit because it just helps. And then you're going to put it in the food processor until it becomes really nice. If you can see, it's like baby food, silky, soft mash. So that's what I've done now. So that's 500 grams of sweet potato, soft, with 12 dates in the food processor until it's like that. So next we're going to add the chocolate. So this is where we add the cacao. I'm a real big fan of cacao. For those of you who don't know me, it's great for everything, and definitely for opening the heart and soothing the soul, and that's what these Lush brownies do. I don't know about you during this time, but even though I've got my family around me, sometimes, you feel a bit sad or a bit lonely, and that's where cacao comes in. It is medicine and magic. So if you haven't used it before, I promise you, you're going to be addicted. So now we're going to add 6 tablespoons of cacao. And I'm very generous. As I say, I love it. So you don't need to be too accurate, but we're going to add 6 tablespoons. Oh, it smells amazing. And then we're going to add a cup or 100 grams of oats. So these also have fibre in them and they're a sweet treat, but they also have goodness in them. And next I'm going to add ground almonds, and that is, hi Ash, hi Shani, hi everyone that's just checked in. I love you all. So now I'm going to add ground almonds, and this is 100 grams or also a cup. And now we're going to add maple syrup, and maple syrup is also amazing in baking if you don't want to use refined sugar. It's a subtle sweetness and it goes really well in this mixture. So 6 tablespoons. 3. But I just like to be a bit generous. Can't be too sweet, you know. And next we're going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And if your coconut oil has gone a bit hard, all you need to do is either put it in a cup of boiling water or just put it in the microwave, and then it goes like that. Oh, it's delicious. Oh, it's delicious. Pinch of sea salt. Don't mind if I do. And because I love chocolate, I'm going to throw some chocolate chips in there because why not? So once you've got everything in, start to stir, and you are going to have to stir quite well on this, and you might find that it's a bit stiff, but that's okay. And what I tend to find is that just play around with it, and if you want to add a tidgy bit more coconut oil to make it a bit more wet, then no problem. But it's coming together really, really nice. Oh, it's mushing together amazing. I have to say, I do always eat the mixture. Inez knows that I'm a mixture eater. So sometimes not all of it actually goes into the brownie case. But not to worry, that's what it's for, isn't it? This is so nice. And yeah, you can eat this mixture raw, it's delicious. So as you can see, it's a really nice ooey, gooey texture. And a really nice treat to make for friends. You want to drop off for friends, or if you're living with family members, to give them to family members. My family members always love when I make them baking. And then you can test as you go. If you find that the cacao is a bit bitter and you want to add more sweetness, I mean, the dates in there and the sweet potato and the maple syrup really all balance each other out, but it's your recipe. So if you want to add a tiny bit more maple syrup just to taste, then go ahead. So that's all there. You can see what it looks like. It's just beautiful, I have to say, this rich chocolatey colour. And the sweet potato makes it really velvety. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make mini brownie bites, delectable, delicious, and downright delightful bites, so that I can just pop them in. So if you have a tray that you want to use to put it in the oven and then you'll cut them into squares, perfect, but I quite like to use these and they make really cute little bites. So turn your oven on to 180 degrees, and what you'll do now if you're going to do it in a brownie tin is pour it in, but I'm going to, like so, get another spoon, and I'm going to make little bites, which are really fun. So if you have these tins, they're actually very good for lots of different things as well. You can make egg cups with them, make all sorts. So that's my first one there. And again, if you want to add chocolate chips like I did, amazing, or you want to go rogue and add some different things, I'm going to tell you about the icing in a minute, which is just delicious, but that has almond butter in. But if you wanted to add almond butter into the actual mixture, it's also an option, ladies. You know, this is your time to have fun. I kind of recently, since I got into quarantine, have found baking to be therapeutic and really nice, and just in my space where I can dance and experiment and really get excited about ingredients and fresh foods and especially vegan recipes, which are amazing. You know, I'm actually not vegan, but what's great about this recipe is it's gluten-free. The oats are gluten-free, it's refined sugar-free, and it's vegan. Triple whammy. So how brilliant is that? So even if you're not vegan, then you'll still really, really enjoy these brownies. They may not taste like brownies that have, you know, of course, that have milk and non-vegan products, but the texture is just beautiful. So I'm just giving you an example like that. I've just done 4, and I will, it's like a cooking show, so I will finish those later and put them in the oven. But what I want to do now is, here are some I prepared earlier. Look at my cute little bites. So what we're going to do, well, those are going to go in the oven for around 40 to 50 minutes. So I would say 40 minutes. Just take them out to check them, prod them, and you'll see on your prodder, whatever you're using, if it's still gooey and it's sticking, then you want to keep it in for a bit more time. But just monitor it, because of course you still want them to have that really nice gooey texture. So I like to have them a bit crisp on the outside, my cute little bite, and still gooey on the inside. So what I've done to make the topping, which obviously I ate half of it whilst I was doing it, in here, unreal, is 1 tablespoon of maple syrup and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of almond butter, and just mixed it all in. And then what you do is you heat it in the microwave for maybe 30 seconds or on top of the heat, but not too long. Oh, sorry. Also 2 tablespoons of cacao. Can't forget about the cacao. But why I say monitor it is because you don't want the cacao to burn. So give it some love while you're stirring it. And then what I did was I cooled it in the fridge for around 10 minutes. And look how velvety and amazing that is. And that is just cacao, maple syrup, almond butter and coconut oil. I mean, is that not unbelievable? So, pretend we fast forwarded the clock and you take your brownies out and you've left them to cool. Then you've made your icing. And then, just gonna plop a bit on like so. And when I was at school, I'm left-handed, so I always got shouted at for colouring outside of the lines and being messy. But the great thing about this is that it's art and they're my brownies. And they can look exactly how they want. This is the perfect snack with a cup of tea or even a hot cup of cacao, because they're not too sweet, but just the perfect amount of sweetness. And they'll last for a few days, but I promise you'll have eaten them before a few days. So, I'm just going to show you what these look like, if I can flip my screen. Yeah, so, oh dear, look, the camera's blurry from my baking. It's funny, isn't it? Right. It was blurry. So, I don't know if you can see, but they are just gorgeous. And I think, as a finisher, I'm just going to, why not, add a little chocolate chip on the top. And there you have it, ladies. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, vegan, sugar-free, everything for the heart, for the soul, for life. Chocolate brownies. And I can't wait to see your creations. Inez, I hope you're making it. Rachel, Ash, I want to see everyone's creations, and maybe your little have gone rogue touches of magic to make them your own. So I can't wait to see your pictures. If you have any questions, please ask. And now it's time to turn on the Female Empowerment playlist and get on with my day. And I welcome you all to do the same. I love you all. Bye.